Farming Bless can be difficult in the speed server, but crucial if you want to progress far without spending too much money in the cash shop. Collecting jewels by playing one character for the whole duration of the speed server may not get you the items you need to achieve the level you want. I'm going to take you through my methods that I use to farm Bless and how I managed to double my Bless that I've looted. If you use a better method, please let me know in the comments. Welcome, YouTubers. Playing with just one account and hoping your character farms enough Bless to be able to afford a pentagram, blood angel items, and an excellent weapon, or upgraded gear, will just be making it difficult for yourself. Luckily, Webzen provides you with the opportunities to claim free gold channel tickets throughout the year, and sometimes even 10 free days right before the speed server begins. This is a great opportunity to make the most of these by creating multiple accounts and using these gold channel days during the speed server to farm jewels for you. It's completely up to you how many accounts you want to create to farm for you, but obviously the more accounts, the more jewels. I personally use a white wizard as he has high damage, low mana consumption, and when you're done with him, he is a great character to transfer over to the original server and continue farming for you. Farming excellent items is a great way to make Bless early on. During the early levels while AFKing in Atlands, there are some great items to collect, such as excellent pendants, as they come with crucial options like mana, life, speed, and excellent damage. These items are in such high demand as almost every character needs them unless someone is willing to buy them for 7 days in X Shop. Here I saw that an excellent pendant was being sold for 95 Bless, 95 Soul, so I listed the one I picked up from Atlands for 70 Bless, 70 Soul, so it gets sold quickly. Other pendants I picked up were level 20 damage and speed, which I had also sold for under 20 Bless. The pendants I kept for my character were either life or mana, as they were more crucial for my characters. I announced in Gens that my pendants were listed in store for cheap and players snatched them up. From previous experience, I found that most of the pendants I've farmed came from Atlantis, so it's quite easy to reach level 50 and set them up for the duration of your gold channel ticket. Other items include excellent rings with options such as damage decrease. Beginner excellent set items could also be sold for a few Bless because there are always people playing with Energy Elf, Energy BK and Agility SM, so set items or shields with damage decrease could easily be sold. If you collect a whole excellent set like an Illusion Knight Iron Plate or Light Ray with damage decrease, you'll be able to sell it to a player as it's more useful than a +9 set from store. Same goes with the beginner excellent weapons. You'll find that many characters will struggle to level without weapons that regenerate their mana or health, so a lance with mana will be very valuable to a Grow Lancer that is running out of mana. Even when you get to the higher maps, ensure you're collecting excellent items as the weapons are a higher level and same as the set items. For example, when I pick up excellent Black Origin boots, I know they're going to be valuable because if an Illusion Knight is using a Blood Angel set, I know his set won't come with boots, so someone will pay a good amount of Bless for these excellent boots for that additional defense. Ensure that you hold on to all excellent items with luck as they would be valuable. Players would buy these to convert into Magic Stone for wings. Alternatively, you can convert them for yourself into Magic Stones and sell them. You can also put in your bot Blood Angel items with or without luck, as these can also be sold. A method that I use to manage my excellent items is I wait to collect 5 excellent items and then I put them in my shop for storage. This will allow my character to collect another 5 excellent items. If you find that all excellent items are worthless, you can either sell them straight away to NPC or withdraw them and they will eventually expire from your Grimoire Case personal shop. You can also set up a market shop with all your excellent items listed for sale, or when you have an item you think is valuable, list it in Gens to see if anyone will buy it. Hunting mini-bosses is another great way of obtaining excellent items, in particular an excellent Kundan staff from the Tarkin 2 mini-boss Zyken. You will notice many players already farming these areas. Hydra in Atlantis 2 drops pendants and rings which could be valuable. If you'd like me to do a video on mini bosses, let me know in the comments and hit the like button. Also, support the channel by subscribing. Farming Chaos is an easy way to farm Bless as it has a high drop rate in the beginner maps. Chaos are important as players use these to craft items, upgrade sets or weapons, and even create wings. In the first 24 hours of the speed server, my white wizard AFKing in Outlands 1 was able to get me 15 Bless, 15 Soul and 30 Chaos. Now if I were to have used my 3 white wizards in 3 accounts, this could have been 45 Bless, 45 Soul and 90 Chaos. You won't get the exact same drops, but more or less. Players who are just about to transfer their characters over to the global servers will also find that they can use their Jewel of Creations they have collected to create fruit and add stats to their character. This is where selling Jewel of Chaos can be profitable as they wouldn't have collected Chaos in the higher maps, so it will be in a high demand if they want to use up all their creations. If you manage to loot some Chaos and Jewels, you can try and double or even triple your amount by upgrading items at the Chaos Goblin. This method I usually use once my main character in the higher maps has already looted many jewels, as the drop rate for jewels is better in the higher maps. This is due to there being more mobs in a spawn, as well as your character is able to drop them faster. Having said that, there's no reason why you can't use this method in the early stages if you have the jewels. Some of the items I look to upgrade are for the white wizard, as it's a popular character during the speed server. Kundan staff with luck, picking up a shining feather magic book from the floor and upgrading it to plus 13 or plus 15, even upgrading the attribute book from store to 13 or 15. This will save you from having to use jewels to upgrade it to plus 9 like you would the shining feather. I've also previously upgraded a whole white wizard set to plus 13 and sold it. You could try and create any of these items to plus 11, but it may be a little more difficult to sell. Ensure you keep track of how many Bless you have used and sell whatever you have crafted for more. Keep in mind that this is a costly method and you may not actually make more Bless if you have bad luck and your items keep failing. Creating level 1 and 2 wings has become a lot harder ever since the introduction of the Wing Divine object and the magic stones requiring to be plus 9 plus 16. This means wings are more in demand and it's a perfect opportunity to make Bless. I tend to create level 1 wings early in the event while the server is fresh and there's low supply of wings in the market. Any that are crafted with luck, I will upgrade them to level 2. You would have collected Chaos in Atlands, so now it's just a matter of buying the Chaos weapon from NPC and combining it in the machine. The most difficult part about this would be the magic stones. You would have already need to collect some Jewel of Life so that when you buy an item from NPC to make a magic stone, you'll need to drop a Jewel of Life on it. If you have been collecting the excellent items with luck, it will be a lot easier to make the medium magic stones for level 2 wings. Otherwise, if you want to make level 2 wings, you'll need to upgrade an excellent item without luck to 9. In the speed servers, there's always a variety of characters being played, so it doesn't matter which one you make. You shouldn't have any issues selling any of the ones that you've made. Especially if it can be used by multiple characters. If you happen to make level 2 white wizard cape, well then you've hit the jackpot. This will sell for the most. Hunting golden mobs is another great way of farming Bless. The higher mobs will require you to have decent gear, but they're still able to be dropped. You may get unlucky and get Zen, but mostly they drop a variety of different jewels. The last method that I use is to hunt bosses. This is probably the more advanced of them all as it requires you to have decent gear to drop the monsters. Personally, I don't use the 3-day set, weapon and wings until I'm either level 400 or I've already equipped my rude skill. Using these items from 0 to 400 for me is a waste as they benefit you more when you've hit level 400. It also means you can use the items to hunt bosses. Now the main bosses that I hunt are Salupan, Medusa, Nightmare and Kundan. Salupan is the most difficult of them all. He mainly drops soccer items, so there will only be a handful of items that would be useful to sell to a player. Items with combat power are a great item to farm. I was able to sell items like the Grand Viper Staff, Kundan Staff, Sword Breaker, and even a Rune Bastard Sword for 5 bless, 5 soul each. I would recommend hunting the Medusa as you'll be guaranteed a few jewels from her. She still has high damage, but if you load up on HP pots, you should be able to drop her. Then you just flick between channels and keep finding her. You'll be able to collect a good amount of jewels this way. Kundan is quite easy to kill, but he has a lot of HP. You can get ancient items to sell to players or even turn them to large magic stone. Ideally, you want to loot an excellent Kundan staff as this would be worth the most. Finally, completing the Nightmare event is probably the easiest way to earn bless. Not only is he the easiest to drop from the 3, but he'll give you plenty of gemstones. These gemstones can be converted into Jewel of Harmony. You can then either sell the Jewel of Harmony to players for bless or buy items with them. This method takes a while as you have to drop a few waves of mobs, but the reward is worth it. You'll also receive a few items from Maya's hand that can either be sold or converted to magic stones. All the bosses have a faster respawn rate in the speed server, making them easier to farm. For a detailed description of how to complete the Nightmare event, I have linked the video in the description. Let me know what method you use to farm bless in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one.